Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. So I literally just woke up and apparently Riot Games somehow also accidentally leaked the Mundo Rework news and update and things like that. Now there's this post that came out which was posted by Monster C on Reddit, which initially was in Portuguese. And apparently they instantly removed it not long ago at all because apparently it wasn't supposed to go live yet. But of course, people are fast enough to take a screenshot of it, translate it, etc., etc. And yeah, so we have an update for Dr. Mundo for his rework and everything that apparently isn't supposed to even be live yet. And they accidentally published, quickly removed, but well, it's too late. So we're going to be going over this together. There's a bunch of screenshots and stuff we will also, of course, be looking at, which look pretty cool. So if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's get this party started. I literally just woke up. But apparently Riot Games is just, very good at leaking stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, so they talk about Dr. Mundo here. Health professional passing. So we've established our three main objectives for updating Dr. Mundo. Improve the look and thematic of the world, not only to improve its appearance, but to follow the visual style that LoL has adopted in recent years. Enhance his kit by maintaining his stamina, regeneration, and the ability to go through cleavers around. Keep the world as simple. Keep the world as a simple champion. Don't forget, this is Google translated. Some of it might sound a little bit weird because, again, Google Translate isn't absolutely perfect. So some of the sentence structures are going to be a little bit different. But the idea, I think, is obviously still there. So one of our first challenges for the world was to find the right dose for the theme of Doctor. Is he a brilliant doctor who went crazy or a brilliant doctor who was already mad? We read several comments in our first post and thought that the most important thing for many people was to keep the world as... He keeps saying the world, but I think he meant to say Mundo. But anyway, as a fun and funny champion. So we followed that path. Our goal is for the world to represent dark humor, something we think is unique in the list of LoL champions. So with regard to game mechanics, we tried a few things with Mundo's kit. What was stood out the most was making it an extremely difficult champion to contain. Immunity to any type of CC is quite a power. So to balance it, Mundo will also continue to be a champion without mobility or heavy CCs. And of course, he'll still throw cleavers. So similar concept to what he is now. He doesn't have much mobility at the moment with no heavy CC. His only CC is just as slow from his Q, I believe. That's it. Finally, the last time we shared Mundo's conceptual arts, you commented that his hair was too tidy. We discussed that as a team and agreed, so we made it a little more nervous, which looks actually pretty cool. And now the news. Speaking of a character's artist, being part of the world development process attracted me right away. So the visual process with conceptual art to establish a character's identity. So these visual elements were digested, so to speak, and then highlighted. So let me get some quick water. I literally just woke up. Literally. Anyway, in the end, I spent enough time creating the sandals. This guy's wearing sandals. Bottles and torn clothes from Mundo to end up completely immersed in the story that his looks tell. For me, the immersive experience is the most inspiring and fun part of it all, and it is what I want to share with you. Creating the model and textures of the world of Mundo is like preparing the ground for other areas, such as animation and visual effects, to expand it even more. It is also necessary to consider how to do and maintain what we like in the old model of Mundo. From a visual perspective, the Mundo is a bombastic character that does not fit in the clothes he wears, and for me is what makes him more threatening and powerful, which is true. He's essentially like our Hulk, but he's perma Hulk mode. In Mundo, you can see that there is more room for dynamism. I don't know, whatever. He wears soft sandals, and the animations have multiple layers of personality. It is evident and that the Mundo underwent a series of modifications and then escaped from somewhere. The type of clothing Mundo wears, as well as his weapons, are clear signs of his recent past, and a lot of fun to paint the details that underpin his story. Cool. See, this guy literally wears sandals. So we can take a look at the screenshots here. So you can literally, you can see he's wearing these like little sandals over there. Lol. Dude, he has one sandal on. Literally just a singular sandal, lads. Just a singular sandal. And the clothes is all ripped and stuff. So obviously it does look like he's too big for his clothing. Or, he used to wear like human clothing, but now suddenly it doesn't make sense anymore because he became the Hulk, essentially. As for this animation, so you have a bunch of really cool animations here. So this was really cool. So let's read this one. Originally, his Q would have been a jump shot, which apparently is this. Is this showed here somewhere? So I think it's this one here. So that's the Q. I mean, it looks pretty similar. Originally, his Q would have been a jump shot, which was great, but it looked very cheerful and carefree. In the current version, he makes the pitch willingly, slowing down just to catch a breath at the end and continuing to walk right after, while pulling out a new weapon from his bag, keeping him striding through the pitch, makes him appear determined and unshakable, always moving forward. However, the way he attacks towers highlights his stupidity and inability to feel pain. So that's the Q and how it looks like when he throws it, which is pretty funny. And you can kind of see him pick up. You can see the bag animation. It looks pretty cool, actually. Like, you can actually see it coming out of the bag. Happens a little bit fast and makes you wonder how that cleaver even remotely fits into the bag. But you do see him literally pull it out, which I think is a pretty cool little touch, right? Which is always nice. And then this is his animation when he attacks towers. He literally takes turrets, smashes his face in. This is how I imagine all my bot laners when they're playing, but IRL, against the wall. Every game. Literally. Anyways. The emotes will show a little more of a silly side, but the main animation will feel their unshakable brutality. The world is not delicate. Mundo is not delicate and never hesitates about anything. He doesn't know how to contain himself, which is why his movements are always needed to be linked in 220, whatever that means. That makes him so dangerous. Sure, I don't know what this means, but hey. So, visual effects. This is where it gets pretty interesting too. Look at this though. Look at this. My goodness. My lordy lord. So as a LoL player for a long time, visual effects are among my favorite projects, especially when it comes to champions such as, or as illustrious as Dr. Mundo. I like to start each and every project with some pillars of visual effects, which basically serve as guidelines for me. Each effect I make must reinforce these pillars and be guided by them. One of the main pillars of this project was the chemically improved physique. I wanted to emphasize the absurd strength of the world of Mundo and the complete and disregard for pain as a result of experiments and chemical increments. The greatest example of this is Mundo's ultimates. It is an extremely remarkable moment in which we can see the Mundo's transform into a monster that regenerates life. It is something that the team really wanted to be highlighted and attract a lot of attention. So let's take a look at it. Indeed, let's take a look at it. So this is how it looks like. Ooh. Happens a little bit fast. I feel like, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But I wish it was a little bit slower so you can really see it. And he maybe like yells really loudly, but it looks pretty cool. You can see he obviously gets bigger. He becomes much more glowy, almost like legendary Super Saiyan Broly or something like that, right? He's got that little green glow to him, which is pretty cool. The clothes get completely ripped apart as well, which it actually looks pretty cool. Very nice, very nice. So why do we highlight such a huge transformation? It's simple. We make it big enough to tear the shirt. Or how rather, yeah. So leave it in pieces, then sending the buckles rather. Then we overload it with some good old zonite substances. It's so saturated that they evaporate, enveloping it in a clouded gas. What does not evaporate flows to give the impression that it is soaked in all of these substances. Cool. Pretty sick, actually. Then they talk about the sound over here, which I can't play, unfortunately. And we have no way to play the sound because, unfortunately, maybe it's something here. I don't know. Probably not. That's that. Yeah, the sound is like, yeah, we can't hear the sound because this post isn't supposed to even be live, and we have no way to replicate the sound here. So unfortunately, there is no sound that we can listen to, which normally would be here, but unlucky. And then we talk about the skins very quickly. So this is one of the skins he talks about, Enraged Mundo, which looks really, really cool, which is also over here. So check it out. Damn, that looks damn clean, man. I mean, this is the concept art and everything. This is the concept in-game. It's not like the actual in-game yet, but this is like a, the idea of it essentially drawn, but it looks really good though. Of course, this looks like an orc essentially, which is cool. I like that a lot actually. And then of course we also have more stuff here. You can see of his like tool set, if anything, like you have little potions and stuff. His cleaver looks cool. That's the back. He, I think, takes the cleaver out. Looks cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. There you guys have it. Another leak for Mundo. We have more stuff coming once the live stream starts soon-ish. So I'll have more stuff for you to get, uploaded and released and whatnot by then. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Riot Games, apparently one of the qualifications to work at Riot Games is to be able to leak content. That seems to be the case. But all that being said and done, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about it down below. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.